Yeah, and you got good athletes in Shalene, and of course you got Xavier Thurman, who plays defensive back as well. He's just had big time plays, big time games tonight.
Thurman tonight, 2 touchdown receptions and an interception. This ball will be taken by Raymond back at the 15-yard line. And Raymond won't get back to the 30 before he's driven down. Well, Maple Grove in a world of hurt with 4:20 left, trailing 27-10. Ball at their 30.
Well, really,
you need a miracle and a half here.
They need to score quickly, obviously get an onside kick. And, this is where it's tricky because Maple Grove is such a running-heavy football team that when you start throwing and having to throw, you got an aggressive defense in the Knights, too, that are looking to take advantage of that.
As Holt can break off a big run, he does pick up 13 yards there, 14 out to the 44.
He's going to end up with pretty good numbers tonight, too. Because I believe that's over how many carries now?
It'll be 30 carries for 145 yards.
Yeah, he's really had a heck of a game. And he's earned them because he started pretty slow. It's really been the last, 18 to 22 carries where he's been able to get a nice rhythm.
Haugen down the middle, and Raymond is open. And he's down inside the 30 to 26-yard line, 21-yard line.
There's a flag back at the line of scrimmage thrown after that ball was caught.
Gain of 36.
Well, again, you give
tentatively
Haugen some time. He's able to plant his feet and again throws a strike. Oh, they're coming back.
Oh.
False start. It was thrown by the line judge, and it was thrown late. It was thrown after that ball was completed. So really kind of an unusual penalty. It's one thing, if that's a false start, usually you'll see the flag thrown right at the start of the play. That flag I was watching, when it got thrown, it was after the ball had been completed. So an unusual call and negates their biggest play of the night. Joe Raymond right down the seam. Nice throw by Curtis Haugen as well.
Instead, they're back to their 39.
And Haugen's 10 for 20 on the night throwing, so he's thrown more than he's ever thrown before as well.
Give the hole. Finds an opening and all the way down to the Knights' 45-yard line.
Yeah, and St. Michael Albertville, they're going to be content to give up some yards right now. You can see that they're going to play a little bit of a prevent. They don't want to allow a big score over the top. They'll come up and tackle for a pretty big gain. You just don't want to let Maple Grove score quickly.
On 1st and 10 after that gain of 16. Haugen's got time to throw. Fires and it is tipped and incomplete.
That was Tanner Longvon, number 23. And Xavier Thurman was back there too. And I've been in those situations. Watch number 4, Xavier Thurman probably was timing that ball perfectly, and that's where as teammates you look at each other like, man, I was going to catch that.
2nd down and 10. Clock stopping. 3:24 to go in the 4th quarter. And give to Hull inside the 40. Gains 7 yards down to the 38-yard line. That clock keeps moving down toward 3 minutes of 3rd down. Coming in 3 for Maple Grove. Now going to give to Hull, who's got a 1st down. A little extra effort gets him a couple more yards.
That's great effort, great balance, great leg strength there. He looked like someone had a hold of his legs short of the 1st down. Watch his 2nd effort right there. Just regathers himself, falls forward. Maple Grove might lose this game, but it's not going to be lack of effort, especially on Evan Hull's part.
Deep drop and a rollout by Haugen. On 1st down, throws, and Raymond coming back to the ball. makes the completion down at the 25.
Yeah, and it's going to be short of the first down, and he's going to stay in bounds. So really kind of the worst play possible for Maple Grove in that it's a short completion and the ball stayed in bounds. The clock is going to continue to run.
2nd down and 2. 2:15 to go.
We got Joe Raymond on the bottom of our screen there, one-on-one.
Here's to Hall. He's got a first down. They'll stop the clock temporarily to move the chains. Gains 4 yards. 177 yards now on the day for him on 34 carries.
Just amazing. He's going to end up close to 200 yards against this defense. And he's had to earn every one of them. And I love the fact that you can give him the ball. How many carries did you say?
34.
Wow. That's just unheard of in high school football.
121 of his yards coming here in the second half. Now the throw to the end zone, trying to get it to Raymond, and fighting there with Thurman, and incomplete.
Well, and the Knights are smart there. You're seeing Xavier Thurman, a very good athlete, guarding Joe Raymond. Then you're going to also see Steinke, who's a linebacker, playing over the top as well. It looked like there was some contact there into the end zone.
Second down and 10 from the 20-yard line. We're down to a minute and 43 seconds to play in the ball game. Haugen hit as he throws and incomplete. The Knights defense has definitely given up some yardage tonight, but they're tough. I mean, they hit you, don't they?
Yep.
They've made some big plays.
Yeah, they've had really good pressure too on Haugen. Eden Prairie beating Lakeville North right now 28-0. So it looks like it's going to be my two schools. You know, the place I grew up in, and the place I currently live, Eden Prairie against St. Michael Albertville next week.
Third down from the 20-yard line. Now going to hand off to Hull again. Makes one tackle, but that's all. He stopped at the 17 and driven back. Gets him to 180 yards on 35 carries. He's got another year coming back, but the solid senior class for the Crimson. They're playing their final minute plus of football here. Haugen throwing, and it is caught for a touchdown. It's Joe Raymond for the score in front of Jacob Steinke, and Maple Grove gets 6 late.
That's a great throw going to your left. Haugen was able to get his back foot planted, and that's just an unbelievable catch by Joe Raymond, because there was contact right as he got that ball, able to squeeze it, hold on to it, take it all the way to the ground. That was a big-time throw and catch. I just love Joe Raymond. I love everything, how he plays, his athleticism, and how versatile he is, too.
Peterson's kick is blocked.
Yeah, Matthew Feldick, number 8, coming off the edge there, able to get to that ball. And here's that throw. Nice block by Evan Hall, too, to give Haugen some time there to get that ball into the air. That ball hung in the air a little bit, but a nice job by Raymond. Watch him go up and get that at its highest point. And that is just a split second away from being broken up. Nice job by Joe Raymond making a great catch. Tough catch. And that's a senior right there, Joe Raymond, that you can tell maybe sensing that his football days are, you know, a minute and 20 or a minute away from being over with. And it's an emotional feeling when you're a senior, whether it's a win or a loss. That last game, that last couple minutes, you know, the majority of these kids aren't going to play football in college, and a lot of them have been playing since 4th and 5th grade together, and it can be very emotional, and you don't want it to end. And you don't want to have any regrets either, and the seniors on both of these teams really have left it all on the field. They have a lot to be proud of, win or lose.
Now St. Michael Albertville with 9 players within 15 yards of the ball or so.
Yeah,
Anticipating Peterson's onside kick.
This is something you practice every day as a kicker and as a receiver, how to handle these onside kicks. Oh,
got it 10 yards, and they got it back.
That's a beautiful play. You kick it short, and you almost have a fullback coming through there to back up the receiver here. Let's see who was coming and giving that contact.
Paschke's 45. He drives the player off it, and then Justin Stolp recovers it.
I mean, that's just executed perfectly. That ball was right at about 11 yards, so it just crossed the 10-yard marker. And, you know, when you're one of those up front guys, it's a hard thing because you got to field the ball, but knowing that you got contact running, flying at you, not an easy thing to do.
Well, you need another quick score, another onside kick, and another quick score, and the game's yours.
Yeah. Well, now you're down 11, so you need a touchdown and perhaps a 2-point conversion and a field goal.
Yeah, we get a timeout taken by St. Michael Albertville.
And that's where that blocked extra point could really, you know, potentially play a role. Because if Maple Grove is able to score and score quickly, they'd need that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it didn't look like they were going to beat us out.
The Knights are down, or out of timeouts now. 57 seconds to go. Maple Grove will have a first down and 10 at the St. Michael Albertville 49.
Well, and you got to imagine, obviously you're going to try to take a shot down the field, and you got to think Joe Raymond's going to be involved. He's kind of been your playmaker as far as the passing game goes. You don't want to throw it short, and you don't want to throw it in the middle of the field where that clock can continue to run. But Maple Grove does have 3 timeouts, so anything that either isn't deep or isn't get out of bounds, I imagine they're going to use a timeout, stop the clock. You know, if you could score here within the next 15 to 20 seconds, you know, and we've seen crazy things happen on onside kick. I mean, it's not unfeasible to think that they could do this. We've seen crazier stuff happen, that's for sure.
This would be pretty crazy.
Oh, it would be. Yes, it would. But you got to watch, you know, things for, you know, hook and ladders, those type of plays, any type of trick play like that.
Roll out for Haugen. Steps up into a throw. Gets a completion to Raymond inside the 30s down the sideline.
Wow.
And Raymond in the end zone for a touchdown. Well, see what I say. One quick play.
I told you Joe Raymond, right, too? I said it could happen. We've seen crazier stuff. And that's kind of a similar play they just scored the touchdown on. That was like a deep out. Joe Raymond, and I like to see good blocking down the field. Number 20 was down there, Eric Christensen, with a great downfield block. You know, you take 5-6 seconds off the clock, you add another couple of points, and they're right back in this, the Crimson are. Obviously, you'd love to get this 2-point conversion so that you'd only need a field goal to tie. But this is Maple Grove. You give them credit, you give their coaches credit for fighting all the way till the end here. A lot of teams would have hung their hat. And Maple Grove certainly didn't do that, showing all their fight tonight.
Trying to make it 27-24 here. Haugen. Roll out, throw, and high and incomplete.
Yep.
Trying to hit it to Stolp and incomplete. So now you need another onside kick, but now a touchdown to win it.
Well, it's second touchdown pass by Haugen, and Joe Raymond's second touchdown. And I really think what made that play was the block down the field. It was a good deep out, and here a little play action. We've seen him have the success running this play. And actually, I thought the right read on that was number 4, Jake Hansen. He was a little bit deeper in the end zone. Instead, he threw it short, able to get it deflected. But if you're Maple Grove, I mean, you practice different kinds of onside kicks, and I'm sure Coach Essler has told his Knights maybe to feel how to field this type of onside kick. If you kick it slow like that and you get blasted, I mean, it's a hard onside kick to defend against. And if you're St. Michael Albertville, if you recover this, game's over. So really, the season's on the line here for both teams.
Let's just take the suspense out of it.
All right, Peterson. Successful onside kick just 13 seconds ago. We'll try it again. So they got to wait for it to go 10 yards, and Stolp recovers it. Again, a second recovery. They had a little wall out in front of him,
Wow.
And they had to wait for it to go 10 yards. Watch it, watch it, watch it. 10 yards and a recovery. How about that?
Patience and really well executed.
And knowing he can't pick it up before it crosses midfield, and Justin Stolp gets on his second offensive onside kick.
Did I tell you crazier things have happened, JJ? This is unbelievable.
1st and 10, Maple Grove, 45 seconds to go.
And 3 timeouts, too, for Maple Grove. You got plenty of time, but you do need a touchdown. Coach Essler out on the field begging to talk to the referee here. Probably wanted to get a little bit of explanation on that onside kick.
I was surprised they let him come out of the field. The ball was ready to be stamped, it looked like. And look, one more time. Doesn't get touched, not touched, not touched.
I think the question is, can you have contact prior to 10 yards? And that's what Coach Essler is talking about. There was contact. The Knights have a right to come up early to get that ball.
Right there.
And so that's what his question was, is there was clearly contact prior to that 10 yards.
Here we go from the 49. Maple Grove somehow still in this. Haugen throwing left side, completion.
That's a first down.
And it'll be a first down. Raymond driven back, but he got 11 yards.
Yep.
Stop the clock with 36 seconds to go.
Yeah, I'm guessing Maple Grove is going to call a timeout. Yep, they did. So they stopped the clock.
First down.
Gain of 12.
Yep.
This is crazy.
This is unbelievable. What a finish. What a last couple minutes here. And again, win, lose, or draw, you got to give Maple Grove a ton of credit because it looked pretty bleak just a couple of minutes ago, and they had to have everything go right, but you have to execute too. And to execute 2 onside kicks and then 2 touchdowns too out of it, they've given them a lot of credit. If you're St. Michael Albertville, this is where you got to come together. This is where your leaders got to come together and say, enough of this. Let's get a stop here and get out of here with a win and continue our season.
7 catches for Raymond, 118 yards, and 2 touchdowns, both in the last minute.
Well, and if I'm the Knights too, I'm singling Joe Raymond and saying we're not letting him beat us. And if you're Maple Grove, do you use him as a decoy perhaps and get a play somewhere else? Because you know the Knights are going to have some help to help out against number 21. They're going 3 wide receivers to their right side with Joe Raymond on the inside slot.
From the 37.
Double pass.
Quick throw, Raymond. 35 down to the 31, gain of 6.
Yeah, and they're going to have to use their second timeout. I like the idea of trying to get their playmaker a chance to make a big play. Nice tackle, though, and you end up not getting a first down or getting out of bounds.
Well, now you're far enough down the field now where you know at some point you're going to get a shot here.
You got a chance.
Even if you don't pick up anything in the next couple plays, you get a chance to go to the end zone at some point if you need to.
If you're Maple Grove, you got 1 timeout left. I think you try to get the first down. The clock will stop. You get up, you spike it. You want to preserve that last timeout if you can. Because if you have a timeout, then it allows you to still use the middle of the field in these last couple of plays. If you don't have a timeout, you either got to take a shot to the end zone or you got to stay close to the sideline. Yeah, you always want to have that timeout in your pocket to be able to use if needed.
Second down and 4 from the STMA 31. Maple Grove with 1 timeout remaining. St. Michael Albertville, no timeouts remaining.
Don't be surprised here if you see a run with Evan Hall. First down.
Haugen looking to throw, going toward the end zone and incomplete. Raymond was down there, Christensen as well. Raymond got a hand on it, but it's incomplete. It's 3rd and 4.
Well, and a dangerous throw. You throw into a big group of traffic, that ball gets tipped, that could be intercepted. So now if you're Maple Grove, you got to start thinking just about getting a first down here. You see a lot of defensive backs, 5, 6 defensive backs in the game for the Knights. Don't be surprised if Maple Grove goes to a run here, gives the ball to Evan Hall, and have him pick up the first down. Clock will stop, and then you'll have time to get up to it and spike it to stop the clock.
22 seconds left. 3rd down and 4. Roll out left. Haugen To the sideline, completion to Christensen, first down.
Nice play.
Clock stops at the 23-yard line, gain of 8 and a first down for Maple Grove.
They made that play look easy. That is not an easy play. You have your right-handed quarterback rolling out to his left and just throws a dart. So you get a first down and you get out of bounds. You stop the clock, you preserve your timeout. Now if you're Maple Grove with 16 seconds left, you still don't have to take a shot at the end zone here. You can get a big play. You can use the middle of the field knowing you have that timeout.
23 seconds left. Excuse me, 16 seconds left. The ball on the 23. First down and 10. Flag is down.
That's
False start.
You just can't have. You can't go backwards.
Back to the 28-yard line now for the Crimson. First and 15.
You know, I'm surprised too with Evan Hall. They're keeping him back as a protector. You wonder if they can't leak him out of the backfield too. With all the receivers running deep routes, maybe get him a chance to catch the ball with space.
Haugen's got time, fires deep over the middle and gets the completion, it looks like.
Oh
yes, down to the 1-yard line to Raymond.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe he caught that. Well, the clock's got to stop here.
They'll have a chance to spike it. Looks like that's what they're going to do. Wow, down to the 1-yard line, a gain of 27.
And the timeout.
What a grab, one-handed grab. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Look at the concentration. There's 5 blue jerseys there. Joe Raymond goes up, right hand, bobbles it, still able to come down with it. That is a spectacular play. Considering the time, the situation, that might be one of the best catches I've ever seen, John, in high school football.
Joe Raymond is having himself a great 2 minutes.
I told you coming into the game, he's a phenomenal player, just a playmaker.
One timeout left for Maple Grove.
4 seconds left on the official score clock.
It's got to go back, yeah, to 7.
7 seconds left.
It says 4 on the scoreboard.
So they're going to reach.
Yeah, they're going to put 7. That's huge because that gives you a chance. You can run the football now with a timeout to left.
And there's a chance for more than one play.
That's what I mean.
Right, yeah.
If you have 4 seconds, you probably only get one play off. 7 seconds, you can take a chance running or throwing the football here.
And see if they give it to Hull. Raymond comes in motion. They give it to Hull. Touchdown, Maple Grove.
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me? With 4 seconds to play.
Are you, Joe? This has been one of the most incredible last couple of minutes I've ever seen. And I just got done telling you I've seen crazier things, JJ.
And
you
I
looked
didn't
at
believe
me
you.
and said,
Right.
yeah, you're just trying to sell it. How about that play? They get the pre-snap motion. Watch the blue jerseys all come to the bottom of our screen. And Evan Hall can walk into the end zone. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. 28-27.
Well, and this is where that St. Michael Albertville extra point that got blocked for them really comes into play. This could have a lot of meaning instead. Right
Extra
down the
point is
middle.
up and good. It's 29-27. Well, then, Tom, how do you handle the kickoff if you're Maple Grove?
You kick it into the ground, you roll it, and you just stay in your lanes. You're watching for reverses, any type of trick play. But you don't want to kick this deep and allow a chance for the Knights to possibly get a kickoff return. You pound it into the ground. Heck, if you're Maple Grove, you onside kick it again. You've had such great success running that. Those are two of the best execution I've seen on an onside kick. And I can promise you, Coach Essler is going to be talking about maybe that contact before the 10 yards for quite some time. But wow, what a last few minutes. Huh.
St. Michael Albertville in shock right now, and you get a hope for like the Stanford band play here, Ryan, to have any shot.
Well, the way this game's gone, John, I wouldn't expect anything less than that. Unbelievable.
A little pooch kick toward the right side will be handled back at the 23. Now they'll throw it backwards. The ball is on the ground, but still alive. They throw it back one more time. A lateral. Pitch it back to the left. The 15 and Hanson. Oh, it didn't end it. And now the ball goes out of bounds. And Maple Grove, 3 touchdowns in the last 59 seconds of play. And they win it 29-27. They'll play Eden Prairie next Thursday night.
What a game. This might be the most amazing finish I've ever seen. That is absolutely unreal.
If there were such a thing for high school football as that StatCast, they would have put the win percentage at 99.9 for STMA with 2 minutes left in this game.
It started, we saw Joe Raymond make that first touchdown catch. They get the onside kick. We said they got to score quickly. One play later, they're in the end zone. We said, hey, how do you get it? You got to get another onside kick. And here's that second onside kick that they were able to recover. That really, to me, was just, oh, that was the first one. They almost look identical. And here's that touchdown after that onside kick. They score on one play to Joe Raymond, his second touchdown reception of the fourth quarter. Here's that final onside kick. Again, just executed to perfection. And still at this point, there was no guarantee that they were going to win the game. I thought this was a huge play. Able to get the ball, get the first down, and that set up. Here's the first down, got out of bounds. I mean, they just executed this
pass to
offense.
Christensen.
This, to me, was the play of the year. Look at the blue jerseys around him. Joe Raymond with one hand bobbled it and still had the concentration, knowing he was going to take a hit to make that play, and a great play call there. You get that pre-snap motion. Albertville bought it, and that might have been the easiest touchdown of the season for Evan Hall. And you give him a ton of credit. He had, 37 carries on the night. I mean, just got better and better. And really, we talked about it pregame that these quarterbacks were going to have to make plays tonight, and both quarterbacks were, I thought, outstanding. And it looked like St. Michael Albertville had the edge. It certainly looked like Marcus Krupke was going to have the night, and Curtis Hagen just never gave up, throwing 2 touchdown passes down the stretch. What a finish.